Hi guys, this is Amalia with Crafty Dream Studio. Thank you for joining me today. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would truly appreciate that. And make sure to hit the little bell notification icon so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. You can also find me on Facebook at Crafty Dream Studios. I would appreciate it if you would follow and like my page. And you can order anything that you see here at CraftyDreamsStudio.com. I truly appreciate all your orders. They help support this channel and help me to continue to bring you some really crafty videos. All right, guys, without further ado, let's get started. All right, we are going to be working with the Baking Spirits Bright transfer today. I am so excited to be able to work with this transfer. It's one of the ones I was most excited about when I saw the catalog. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fuzz it. And fuzzing simply means that we are going to take some of the stickiness off the back so that it's easy to remove from our surface. And chalking is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, choose your surface. I selected this one. You can do it horizontally or vertically. We're going to be doing it vertically, so this way. And I did seal this with a sealer so that I could get a smooth surface to chalk on. So this transfer is a layering transfer, meaning that it's going to have multiple layers. So first of all, we're going to start with our little gingerbread figure right here. Notice this is a large screen area. So we want to make sure we fuzz this up really well, like this. And this one, since it's a layering transfer, has registration marks. So it's these little marks right here, and they help you line up the other pieces that go on top of it. So let's get that done right there. And I think we're good. Now, all you have to do is place it where you want it. So let's see. I want it centered. And that actually looks real good to me. So let's see. Does that look straight to you guys? All right, I'm gonna start at the bottom. And I'm gonna start pressing down. Now, when you chalk on our surfaces, something from Chalk Couture, you can easily remove it with water. Sometimes when you use wooden surfaces from other places, it may leave a stain behind. I did seal it, but just to kind of show you this little tip, I'm gonna go ahead and use the tip to show you how it is that you still are able to use registration marks, but you don't have to chance it not coming off of your surface. So what I did is under the registration mark, I went ahead and put our placement tape. What this does, it allows me to use the registration mark, but it won't mark up my surface. So you just have to make sure that you get it on there, right underneath it. Now, when you're at home, you'll be able to put, get right over it and get it perfect. There we go. I got that side. I think this one needs to move over just a smidge. And our placement tape is so cool because, well, one, its intended purpose is to help you space out letters so you get perfect placement, hence the name placement tape. But because it's formulated to work with our transfers, you can put it on the transfer and it will easily remove, as well as it will easily remove from surfaces. Right, there we go. Got that all nice and smooth. Now, if you have little bubbles, it's okay as long as it's not in the screened area. So right here, I'm just gonna go like this. I can see a little bubble right there. There we go. Okay. Now, all we're going to do is chalk it up. So the first layer, I'm going to be using our Chalkology Paste in Iced Coffee. I absolutely love, love, love this color. It is so beautiful. Get a load of that color. Gorgeous. And look, the consistency, perfect. Okay. So for this transfer, since it's a larger transfer, I'm going to be using my angled squeegee. Okay, let me just get that out of the way. We don't want any tidbits on there. All right. And so I'm just going to take my angled squeegee, and I'm going to get a generous amount because this is such a large area that needs to be covered. And then I'm just going to bring it down. Remember, there is very little to no waste because you just scrape it off and stick it back in the container. Okay, so I've done that. And now I'm scraping off. I'm making sure to get those registration marks. And then I'm removing all the extra. So that's what I mean about little to no waste. So there we go. One more little pass and I'm done. Okay, now I'm going to move this off to the side. And I'm going to lift and reveal. Oh, look at how beautiful that came out. Now I do have a container of water over here to the side where I'm going to place my transfer. And so now you have this beautiful first layer done. You are going to either let it air dry completely, or you can also use a hair dryer on the cool setting to let it dry completely before you do the next layer. Once your first layer is completely dry, then you're going to take your second layer and you're going to fuzz it up. So let me scooch that over to the second layer. You want to make it nice and fuzzy, like this. And one more time for good measure. Okay. Now this transfer is very versatile. Obviously you can use it as it is intended with its Baking Spirit Bright little message there. But if you just wanted a gingerbread, then all you would have to do is not ink or chalk that particular spot. So now we're going to be using the little marks, the registration marks, to line it up. And when you are home, you will get right over it to make sure that you're right on those registration marks. Me, right now, I don't want to get my head in the way. I want you to be able to see everything I'm doing. So I'm just doing the best I can to get that all straight. All right, so now let me see if I like the placement. Let's see. And if I get it a little off, and obviously it's not gonna bother me. But I don't know if you can see, but you can kind of tell where everything's gonna land just by looking at the outline of the gingerbread. And let's see, I actually like that. All right, let me maybe move it over just a smidge. Right there. Now I'm pressing, but not super hard, because of course you have another layer underneath. Yes, I like it there. I can tell it's not super, the legs are not super centered, but I do like the arms and the face. And, okay, I'll move it over just a little bit. Like that. There we go. And of course you can, when you get it at home, you can, you know, do it exactly like you want it. All right, I like it right there. So I'm just gonna finish smoothing it out, making sure that where I have area to chalk, it is nice and smooth, no air bubbles. Perfect right there. Okay. Now I'm going to use bright white for the icing part. Make sure you can see that. And I'm going to be using this one. And I'm going to just place some on there like this. And I am going to be doing the Baking Spirits Bright because this is going to be a gift for my mother. For the holidays, she makes these delicious, they're called Mexican wedding cookies. They are so, so good. And she does make them for us at other times during the year, but we know for sure we can expect them around the holidays. And so they sure make all of us very happy and bright. So I thought this is the perfect gift for her. I know she'll appreciate it just as much as we appreciate her delicious baking. Okay, there we go. Get that out of the way. And now we're just going to reveal. I'm picking it from a corner. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over it one more time like this. There we go. If you didn't get enough paste, when you do it slow like this, you can go and look to see if you need to touch up any areas. Like that. And I missed a little spot right here. Not a problem. Perfect. There we go. Again, I have a container of water over here to the side. I did get a little paste right there, but I'm just going to remove that. See, I can remove it with my finger. All right, so now you're going to let this dry, and then we're going to do the final piece. Once your second layer is completely dry, it's time for the final piece, which are the little cheeks. So all you're going to do is fuzz, 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 making sure that you remove some of the extra sticky, like this. Here we go. Extra. There we go. Now, let's place this back up here, like that. And then, of course, you have the registration marks so that you can match these up. You can eyeball it if you want to. It is totally up to you. Let's see. When you have it at home, you can totally get right on top of it. I'm doing it this way so that you are able to see everything I'm doing. Let's see, how does that look? Let's see. Yeah, I like them right there. So we're just going to go with that. I'm going to press, make sure I get those little cheeks down. They're just 2 little tiny dots. So I'm using Peony for the cheeks. This is such a pretty color. Go right there, and I'm going to lift up. And then now the final one. And then lift up. And there you have it. Isn't that just so adorable? I absolutely love it. It's so cute. So you can just take the little pieces that you use for the registration marks off, like this. And they come right up. Let me get that off. And there you have it, guys. Get a load. Isn't he just precious? I absolutely love him. Well, like I said, if you want any of the supplies used for this project, check in the description box below. You can go to my website and order what you would like. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great day or night wherever you are.